before reality television took over the world. One movie warned us, a man film from birth, a life scripted, a world manufactured, and the scariest part, the audience loved it. These are 10 weird facts about The Truman Show. Fact 1, it started as a nightmare. The Truman Show did not begin as satire. The original script by Andrew Niccol was darker. Violent, paranoid, it was called The Malcolm Show instead of A Sunny Town. The story took place in Manhattan. Truman discovered the truth and the city turned against him. The studio loved the concept, but they feared the tone. So the horror was softened, the rage was replaced with innocence. And that choice made the story more dangerous because smiling through control feels more real than screaming against it. Fact 2, Jim Carrey took less money on purpose. By the mid-1990s, Jim Carrey was untouchable. Ace Ventura, the masked liar, he could have demanded anything, he did not. He accepted a lower salary because he wanted something else. Respect, he stripped away the rubber face, he quieted the comedy, he internalized everything. Director Peter Weir later said it felt like watching Carrey escape his own persona. And that restraint became the Fact 3, the cast studied a secret manual before filming began. Peter Weir created a hidden document, a 10-page internal bible. It explained how sea heaven worked. No one aged too quickly, conversations were controlled, weather was scheduled, movement was choreographed, extras were assigned, fake jobs, fake histories. Fake families, nothing was random. The cast did not just act. Fact 4, the cameras were everywhere. The cameras were not traditional film cameras, they were hidden inside bathroom mirrors, buttons, kitchen appliances. The framing often looked slightly off, wide, detached, observational, like surveillance footage. The audience was not just watching Truman, they were spying on him, and that uncomfortable angle was intentional. Fact 5, Fiend Christoph's lines were inspired by real producers. Christoph does not shout, he speaks calmly, controlled, certain, gentle. His philosophy sounds almost comforting. We accept the reality of the world with which we are presented. That line does not feel fictional because Peter Weir studied real television executives. The language of control was not invented, it was observed, and that is what makes it terrifying. Fact 6, product placement was part of the story. Inside Sea Haven, even breakfast was scripted. Truman's wife does not simply drink cocoa, she presents it, turns the label toward the camera, smiles slightly too long. It is satire, but it is also prophecy. The Truman Show imagined a fully sponsored human life. Years later, influencers would do the same thing. Fact 7, the boat name was symbolic. Truman's boat is named Santa Maria, the same ship used by Columbus. That was not accidental. Like Columbus, Truman sails toward the unknown. He was told what the world looked like, he believed it until he reached the edge. When his boat crashes into the sky, it is not just a set wall, it is discovery colliding with deception. Fact 8, the final scene almost failed. The storm sequence was extremely difficult to film. Massive water tanks, mechanical lighting rigs, unpredictable timing. If one cue went wrong, the illusion would collapse, but the chaos added realism. When Truman touches the sky, it feels fragile because it was. Fact 9, it predicted reality TV. When the Truman Show released in TV, there was no modern reality television dominance, no social media streaming, no severe influencer culture. 2 years later, everything changed. Reality programming exploded. People volunteered to live on camera. The satire became blueprint. The warning became entertainment. Fact 10, it created a real psychological condition. After the film series, psychiatrists reported something unusual. Patients claimed their lives were secretly being filmed. They believed their families were actors. They believed the world was staged. The phenomenon became known as the Truman Show Delusion. A fictional story reshaped real paranoia. Few films have ever crossed that boundary. The Truman Show was not loud. It did not rely on explosions. It relied on doubt. A perfect world, a perfect smile, a perfect illusion, until one man looked up and asked what was real. Because freedom does not always begin with rebellion. Sometimes it begins with a question, and sometimes the door was always there.